Hello everyone. Hello Twitch. How are we today? How has your week been? Welcome to the weekend. Give me a moment here, had to grind some fresh coffee. And I needed a filter. So hello. I don't really have a huge plan for tonight. I've sort of formulated a mild plan at this point. But I have market veggies. I have a whole bunch of cucumbers, both yellow and green. I got some lettuce. I got a whole bunch of beautiful tomatoes that I wasn't expecting to get today. I have both my previous boxes and this box's bags of shishito peppers. So we gotta do something with all that. I defrosted myself a New York strip, and we'll somehow mix that all together. I also have more stuff in the fridge that I have to figure out what to do with, so. Welcome in, welcome in. Usual with my locally roasted coffee, which I would prefer over the, vacuum packed guys that are distributing nationally right now. We all have our preferences. I mean, I've tried quite a few coffees. I've sort of landed on this one as my regular Joe. To each their own. Oh, also behind me here in this bag on the counter is 4 ears of fresh corn, which I also wasn't expecting to get this week in my CSA box. Unfortunately, it's the last week the farm's doing their CSA. They're downsizing. Wonderful farm. They said that their sort of second in command was moving on to other things, and hopefully it's for better things. I hopefully he's not just splitting to split. And these days with getting help, not exactly the easiest thing. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this corn. I don't know how they grow their corn. I haven't had their corn before, I don't think. I don't know if I'm going to find cornworms in the tops of all of them. It should be a fun experiment. I also picked out, I didn't put in the dinner command tonight. The dinner command tonight is pretty weak. I picked up a bottle of Syrah from Klein here in Sonoma. And I did that a couple weeks ago when I did a tasting there. And I figure, why not? Let's open that up. So right now my general thoughts and general plan here is obviously salad. But we're going to keep a couple of leaves of that behind. We'll do cucumber, obviously, and tomato in with the salad. I'm also thinking a tomato and cucumber and sour cream type mixture. I don't have yogurt, otherwise I'd be using yogurt. And mixing that with some, maybe we'll sear off that steak and slice that up. Maybe do some flatbread. And go a little Greek style with our flatbread seasoning. So yeah, maybe we'll start off with a yeast flatbread tonight. Corn. What am I going to do with the corn? I already did that elote salad like earlier this week, and I didn't even I don't even have any more like feta or cheese to use for that proper. Maybe I'll do like a corn and cheese gratin. I don't have any potatoes, but we can do an onion and carrot or onion and corn. And shishito. I gotta use it up. Gratin. I think that's the plan. We'll do some flatbread sandwiches. We'll have salad. Cool. Make sure we're warm here still. Oh yeah, we only lost 1 degree of temp. Yes, we do have Stream Raiders going, as I just heard the horn go off. Someone adding to the army. We also have the Discord battle is always going on this week. And we're now tied. Cheez-Its versus Vanilla Extract. That just happened during the beginning of this stream. The Vanilla Extract had an early lead there, and now we're tied. My scale is getting bored. I lied. It must have just been the initial reading that said it was time to. It was 199 because it's still reheating right now and it's like 97, which is perfectly fine for coffee, but let's wait the extra 20 seconds here to get the 200. Just like everyone has their ways of doing coffee. This is my way of doing it. Whether you favor a K-Cup, which I view a K-Cup as a perfectly acceptable product. It's essentially designed to be the perfect extraction system for essentially generic coffee. But, you can come up with great things with mediocre products. Just like this is just simple drip coffee. This is definitely not the most perfect means of extracting flavor out of these fermented beans, fermented and dried roasted beans. Check a few settings here in the bot. That is not correct, is it? Maybe they got rid of that tag. These tomatoes I got today, that CSA box, are looking pretty. Like, that's actual proper coloring, that's not dirt. And this is the big boy, which is already starting to split. Next, you're supposed to let these set on the heels like I did these. Because it's split though, I'm going to leave that up. Okay, we need a bowl for making our yeast dough. That was a cup and a half of AP flour. We need salt, pepper, MSG. What are we gonna throw in here? Start off obviously with some garlic powder and onion powder. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Can definitely do a little cayenne. Do dried oregano. Got a little freeze-dried dill. I've been loving using this. I forget where I got these. I gotta go back and get these for all the other herbs that I normally do. Just keep them refrigerated and freeze-dried. A little parsley. Let's finish up our coffee here. Figure out where the heck I put my mug. I think this song is going to go much later in this list. Oh, awesome. I got to use up this half and half too, so we'll use that with our gratin. I also got some jack cheese to use up. I love it when the plan comes together. Alright. Let's grab a couple of leaves here. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be difficult? Just slice ultra thin. a good mix up without the yeast. Why, hello there, Trigger. Hopefully is all and well in your world, or as can be expected. I'm not going to be shy about the yeast there. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hopefully not on yourself. Hopefully not on something that is dearly close to you. Oh, come on. You had hot water here like 20 minutes ago. Just water. It's better than some other alternatives. Maybe a bit heavy on the water here in this mixture tonight. Okay, so I'm just going to let this sit aside, do its thing. Of course, that's pretty handy because, I mean, if they have you around, you can bandage it up, you can do a little beginning triage, and, maybe save things like, especially here in the United States, a $500 to $5,000 ambulance ride. Depending on where you live, depending on your insurance, all these lovely things. I think I'm going to do some sliced cucumber here for our sandwiches. Maybe we can do a quick pickle on that. That was a very good slice. Oh, battle. I keep forgetting. It's the third time that I've forgotten we got a battle to do here. We got a lot of killing to do here. How big is this zone cover? Not enough. Let's see how we do, Alan. This is not looking good. This was supposed to be an easy map. Boo. We're definitely going to try that one again. And I need to place paladins. I can't do that one again yet, though. So let's go with something that can do some real damage here. And back to cutting. cider vinegar. Whole peppercorn. Star anise. Mustard seed, and coriander seed. Mustard. Mustard type 2. Both yellow and brown types of mustard there. Coriander. Quarter cup of white vinegar. And just under half cup of water.
Good evening all.
Thank you, Tahiti lady. Welcome in this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just doing a quick pickle here. Gonna be doing a brine here for our cucumber. We'll bring this up to a boil here real quick. Get rid of my coffee. And since we got it, throw a garlic clove in there, but the cheap garlic, the soft neck. I gotta go on a mission and find some more hard neck garlic before that season. Or it's not really a season with that. Well, it is seasonal, is in that it doesn't preserve well like soft neck garlic, but it's more when the farms sell out, then, because they all tend to sell out of that. All the onions, all the shallots, all that good stuff. Several of those things, it doesn't really matter how much they produce in the small farms, they're selling it all. Okay, so garlic going in the pan as well. Turn the fan on low here. Pull the plastic away from the flame. But To add upon dinner plans, we have Syrah, a new variety. And I think I'm going to be doing a salad. I think I'm going to be doing obviously some tomato and cucumber with that salad, and peppers, and I have carrots galore as well. We'll use that for a salad. We'll use that for some flatbread sandwiches with a New York. But right now we're just starting off with getting some pickles going here with our sandwiches. Because I felt like pickling some of this cucumber too. Not really up for it, but I should do another jarring of... I mean, I've got so many cucumbers now, but this is going to be my last CSA too. I actually think I'm going to pick up a different farm because I've really enjoyed doing this like bi-weekly CSA. There's another one here in Sonoma that I can join up with. But for anyone joining in, yes, I also picked up my that's what this mess here is on the counter here. A whole bunch of veggies that I picked up earlier today at the farmer's market that are going to end up being a part of dinner. Along with 4 ears of corn back here that I was absolutely not expecting to be in my box. Okay, we got that up. Heat there. Pinch of salt. Little sugar. That looked like it was just barely. I might have lost quite a bit of heat there with that salt and sugar. Let's make sure that's up to a boil. Okay. Now we'll add in all of our cucumber. Heat is off. And we will set that aside. I'm definitely going to cut up. I don't know if I'm going to do all three of these tomatoes, but I'm going to definitely cut this one up since it's split open. Probably on transport back home, to be honest. Welcome in, Penguin. Thank you for the bit. How is your Friday going? I'm having a very unpre-planned dinner tonight. I'm just sort of freewheeling tonight. I got a whole bunch of fresh veggies in the house from Farmer's Market, my CSA box, and seeing what we come up with here. Right now I'm sort of working on a yeast flatbread, letting that rise right now. We've got some cucumber that I sliced and quick pickled that's sitting in the hot brine right now. And I was just starting in on some tomato and cucumber slicing. Going to use the tomato and cucumber both in a salad tonight and in sandwiches using the flatbread and a New York strip. Nice. Is it Friday for you? Do you celebrate a normal weekend? Hopefully you're coming to the end of your day if that is so. And we also need another container. These are going to be for the sandwiches. And this will be for the salad. And yeah, let's do this one for the rest. Pretty tomatoes. Nice. They're going to be a nice fiery interior. Maybe with a little green. You got a hint of green going through here. Nice, nice. Both on your choices of Italian style deli cured meats or fermented meats, and the fact that it's nearly your weekend. I don't know why I separated these. I should have done all of these together. Just trying to get a majority of those seeds out of this. What's the name of this song? Yeah, it is the same song. I was wondering if this was the same song that's on my other playlist. Sounds sort of like a Ocean 11 song. I have mostly Wüsthof knives. I don't know what brand I would suggest, and I don't know what brand I would buy today. I've had these knives for better part of 20 years at this point. This one here is a chef brand chef knife, which was Culinary Institute of America student issue at the time I was at school. So that's my college knife. But as far as other knives that I have, we have my Wüsthof Grand Prix Sentuku, which is pretty much flat these days, and yeah, this, I mean, we're into the oyster, what do you call it, on the oystering on the sides of the knife there. There's usually a little bit of a gap there on these. So, this has seen better days, although it's been a well-loved knife. You have my long Wüsthof Grand Prix chef's knife. I forget what this is, a 12-incher. We have one that I use the most here. The tang broke on this one, though. I've sort of fixed it up by super gluing it back in place with a little silicone in the gap. It's been working okay for me for a while. I'm sort of due to get myself a proper chef's knife at this point. It has been a long time. I just don't know what I would want to get, really. I mean, I've got all sorts of funky, fun stuff. You know, bone choppers and things like that. This was first community college I went to issue. But yeah, I've got all sorts of other suture style or need knives. I have friends that swear by Japanese steel. I have friends that hate Japanese steel. It's largely what you do for a living and how do you use it and what you're comfortable with, as far as whether you got giant meat claws or the Japanese knives are nice. They just have harder. They're harder to sharpen because they're typically sharpened at a much higher degree. Hey, Moss, welcome in. They had a flat tip. Nope. I have this one. Yeah, I pull this one on occasion. I like using this one for cutting onions. Just because it's a short blade. It works well for... It's scalloped, so the onion doesn't stick to it when you're going through it. Versus this one. This one's much better for slicing, for any actual action. And let's use this guy up too. The rest of the cucumbers live to see another day in the refrigerator. Of course, I don't have some knife brand. There are a couple knife brands out there that seem to sponsor Twitch streamers. I haven't really tried to go for any of that, but there are some streamers out there that have their favorite knives and they're all sponsored and all that. I specifically like that other shorter knife, the Santuco. I'm probably butchering the proper term for that knife, but I like it specifically for dicing onions. Like slicing onions, I still prefer. After years of doing it and all that, I've come to love just a standard chef knife for like 99% of the things that you do in a kitchen. The only times that I really pull out like a mandolin or anything like that are because I want them exactly the same size. And even then it's sort of a stretch. I sort of think of a mandolin as usually too much cleaning work versus functional help. Yep. And that's when you pull out. That's a slicer. What happened to my fish knife? My fish knife is nowhere to be seen. Oh wait, I should be dicing these. Oh, we'll do some sliced onions with peppers for in with the sandwiches. So we'll slice this. Making excuses to slice onions instead of dice them. Turn that off for a moment. Not quite ready. I think the minor differences between most knives is going to boil down to marketing and what marketing you fall for. And like I said, on top of the beginning statement of, certain knives work for certain people. Carry knife, it sounds like a knife you use for part of the tuna. There's all sorts of knives for tuna. Sounds like a tuna knife. They have knives for tuna that are like swords, quite literally like swords. Oh, we can use this with the Oh yeah, we'll do some more peppers up with this too. But we can use this combo here with a couple more peppers with our corn dealio as well. The gratin. I'm actually thinking of doing that in probably like a couple, 3 or 4 different ramekins, sort of a thing. I don't know how much we'll get it. We'll probably have more corn than that. 4 ears. Again, it sort of depends on, are there cornworms in there? How do they grow their corn? I've been neglecting my coffee and my Stream Raiders battle. Oh, let's go for the killing field this time. See how we do this way. Last time it ended up being a battle right there. Everything collapsed in on us. Let's see if we can't use that to our advantage. There we go. A little better that time around. A little help from Tahiti Lady. Alan Bastard getting all those kills though. Tahiti Lady and Alan both getting some scrolls. Nice. I know I have quests. What am I going to do next year? They look like they're nearly identical. Let's go with the flaming one. Can't use Berserker. Let's see if I can use my Paladin again. I use my Paladin for quests. Yes. Okay. There is a little gap up here. Maybe throw some rogues up here, but I would keep most everything right here, folks. In fact, I don't know if I got a quest for this or not right now. Starting to smoke, just on the edge of smoking there. Start with our peppers. Give them a moment to pop and sizzle and get a little cooking before we add the onions and cool everything down. Okay? Don't be a part of that onion anymore. Arg. Why you want to be such a problem, onion? Don't you do it to me, PG&E. I don't know if you saw that light flicker on the stream or not. Oh, it's beautiful outside. It's just warm enough that local, PG&E is threatening to shut everyone's power off because we're using too much. So the electricity company, make more. Maybe we'll just go with this for the two. A little bit of onion for our salad. A little bit of onion for our mixture. Sour cream mixture. And this will slice up because this isn't not going to dice nicely. Now we've completely burned everything back here. Kidding, by the way. Need something to set you in for a couple minutes. Flame is off over there. Oh, nice penguin. Sprinkles are my giveaways currency for fun stuff and for actual gift cards. We're coming close here to 750 follows, and I'm going to do a $25 gift card giveaway when we get there. And planning other ones in like 1,000 or so. And I haven't figured out how much the tickets are going to cost. I want to try to sort of wager it between the mass amount that I know my longtime viewers have versus allowing everyone a chance. And they're based almost entirely off of viewership. There's a full description down below in the About section. Also, lots of info about who I am, what I've been doing with my life up until now, why I'm here, which is mostly just me. I've been not filming, but taking basic photos of what I've been cooking for years, and this is just sort of the extension from that into just videotaping what I'm doing, and get the added bonus here on Twitch of having people to chat with. Live in Sonoma County. For anyone new in here, welcome. Cook 3 nights a week. We got a little vino in the plans here once I finish this cup of coffee. Often have wine here because it is also the main reason that we're an adult stream, because there is alcohol consumed here. Thank you for that sub, Penguin. Welcome in. Yeah, and Andrea's got some sprinkles. And so we got some wine here since I live in Sonoma County. Been living here a little over a decade. And been working in the farmers markets the last couple of years, so I get all the great produce, know where all the great farms are from all the niche items here in the county. And yeah, just have a good time cooking. Started off cooking Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays because that's when the major farmers markets are here in Sonoma County. But with COVID, my plans, I started scheduling my streams out further and further. Right now, I don't have any scheduled streams. This is sort of awesome with all the farmers markets goodies, just to be sort of like completely freewheeling what I'm doing tonight. But also on Wednesdays, I do ingredient challenges in my Discord, if I can find the button there. We have our current week's challenge here of Cheez-Its versus vanilla extract, and the winning ingredient on Wednesday, August 4th, I'll have to use as an ingredient for both dinner and dessert, so both sweet and savory. And I've done many of these at this point, at least 30 of them. Everything from ginger ale to preserved lemons to crickets, corn dogs, black garlic, Creole seasoning, charcoal, you name it. We've had it here as a ingredient at this point. Everyone's welcome to join into the Discord, but have to have me or Ahmad give you an introduction to the rest of the server. So if you join in, please, you're probably gonna have to wait till the end of the stream. We have a general chat there. I'm a bit of a Formula 1 nut, so I have a channel dedicated to doing Formula 1 chat. There's a race this weekend. I think it's Hungary that's this weekend. But they had practice 1 and 2 that I watched this morning for me, but really happened like middle of the night. I'll wake up early tomorrow morning to see qualifying at like, it's probably, I don't know what time it is, it's probably like 5 in the morning. And same thing for the race tomorrow. The race is usually a little bit later, so maybe 6 or 7 in the morning for me, if I'm lucky. Nice penguin. Yeah, it's rough in the restaurant industry. Very rough, especially now. Though I'm sure I could find you a good job right now, right this second. But it's been a rough year and a half leading up until right now. And it seems like most people don't want those jobs now. Even though they're paying a little bit better. A little bit. Trying to find other ways to use these peppers. I'm not a huge fan of eating these peppers the traditional way that they're eaten, which is really just sort of charred, blackened, given some heat, because they do need heat to bring out their flavors, which is why I'm still cooking them. But then they're just eaten whole, and I want to mix them into something. I don't want to just do them by themselves. Seems like the first batch I had a lot less seeds than this batch. This batch seems to have quite a bit of seeds in it. Maybe it's just the progression. Maybe I'll find this new bag that I got today will have even more seeds in it, but they'll be newer seeds. These are also showing their age here. I'm just trying to use them up. Okay, round 2 of peppers and onions. This we're going to save for the sandwiches or the flatbreads. This batch is going in with the gratin. Trying to think whether I want to try and pickle these too. I think I'm going to leave those fresh as they are. We're just going to add some herbs and sour cream to those. Mix those up. Our dough is rising a little bit. It's risen. It's at least, I'd say it's probably doubled at this point. But not quite as much as I wanted to. I'm going to let that sit around a little bit longer. Got 12 minutes getting units on the battlefield for Stream Raiders. Let's see, what other cutting we doing tonight? Oh, I need carrots cut up for our salad. Might as well throw some carrots in with the corn, too. Ooh, maybe I'll use that for that. celery that's seen better days, but still usable. Got that leftover cabbage from the other night from doing tacos. I wrapped that up and saved that up. Let's see if that's still usable here. That doesn't look horrible. And throw that in with our salad beginnings over here. Was debating adding that in with the corn too, but I got that majority of the head of the cabbage still. But we're already getting quite a bit going with this corn here. The primary idea was to use up the corn, not to... Well, I gotta use up the cabbage too, but... Gives ourselves a second here with the chopping of other stuff while we get these peppers and onions going. All sorts of fabulous people showing their faces in here tonight. Enjoy seeing all of you here. Got a light smoke going with our pan there now. So we'll sizzle our peppers. Won't need to give those as long before we add onions to this batch. Actually going to hit that with a touch more oil. Small pinch of salt. Hey, Uber. Oh, I'm always amazing. How goes the battle to 1.5 trillion? Oh, so it's not happening tomorrow. I am doing quite lovely. Doing sort of a mishmash as I think about a dinner tonight. I've settled on making a salad. I've settled on making some East bread sandwiches with some, I got a New York strip out of the freezer. Got some Syrah to drink here shortly. And all sorts of farmer's veggies to use up, which is really the theme of tonight is use up your CSA box so you have room in the refrigerator. It's sort of Taco Friday here too, as long as you're okay with your tacos being on flatbread and not very well Mexican spiced. Going a little more Greek style tonight, minus the peppers and onions. Oh, you had Taco Friday. Topped with mayo. That's a new one. You put mayo on your tacos? I mean, granted, my mom puts... Well, I'm not even going to go there. Is it Ko Persico? The heist that everyone's doing these days? Is that pronounced right? I do not play GTA, however, quite a few of the people that seem to follow me do. And it, I mean, #1 streaming category on Twitch. Perico? almost like Thursday disappeared for me this week. Like, I was like so irked this morning that it was Friday already. I was like, really? Took me half the day to realize, you know. Cut the heat on these back here now. How am I going to do the rest of this? I think I'm just going to combine all this in a bowl. And then we'll put it in the crock together. So we got our onions and shiso peppers. Or padron? I don't know. I gotta look which they are. And let's get going with our celery and carrot. Well, that meant you had a heck of a Wednesday. Bottle. That was not what I wanted to do. Arg. Weird. I have a pause alerts button here, and I don't know what happened with it, and I don't know if alerts are going to happen now or not. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Time to do battle. Victory. Victory. It's like, what's that smoking smell? Oh, the pan behind me. Let's get this going. I'll finish up the game here in a sec. Victory. Alan getting those kills. Soul Crusher helping out with the assists. Tahiti and Red Nut getting the gold, though. I click start. Let's go. I'm I'm gonna start down here at the bottom. Let's see if I can do a... I don't think I can do a paladin again. No, let's do, go back to, I can't do berserker yet either. We'll do warrior. See how we do here in 30 minutes. I'm just going to shuck these right into the bag. Oh, hey, let's get off of that, though. So that you see those carrots and celery. What's everyone think? We're going to have a little friend in our corn? I don't see one so far. Nope. Not a very good top to it, though. Though when you consider corn's sort of a rough one. I mean, not only is it pollinated at like the base of the plant, but it's pollinated for every single one of these kernels. Like that's a lot of bee action. That's good with that there. Let that coast. The reason I'm wondering if there's a little worm in these is depending on who you talk to. Some people who grow corn prefer adding a worm to the top just to keep anything else from going in there. So it's a little, you know, we're going to sacrifice the top of our corn to this worm, but that worm's going to prevent from anything else growing in. I guess it maybe partially where you're growing and what you're growing as far as corn. It doesn't look like we have one in any of these, although we do have not fully fertilized corn at the same time, too. Is it here that I can change that? Where the heck is that setting at? Nope, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it either. That's useful, but it wasn't what I wanted either. Okay, so just going to cut the tops off of these. I don't know why I'm really bothering, other than the next step is taking these off of the kernels off of the stock. Get rid of all of our excess. There we go. Okay. So anyways, what everyone missed out with is this, there's a cornworm in there. The very top where I cut these off, essentially. Most of this would be consumed by that worm. And then you'd have a little worm in there. It's a little, maybe, if it's fully developed, maybe a 1 inch or so worm. Looks a little like a caterpillar. If I remember correctly, they're sort of not the ugliest creature I've seen, but not exactly something I'm interested in calling dinner. Alright, get rid of the excess. You're probably sitting here thinking that this all looks entirely way too healthy for me, right? I don't want to completely break the... I like having a couple of clumps in there, corn, but we do have to stir that up a bit. And I have to agree, this dish is entirely too healthy so far. I have not added MSG to this yet. Don't really want brown butter, but want melted butter. Got a little browning going on there. I got a little too warm. Melting it. Add a bit of flour here, not as much as I normally do, to make a roux there. Actually, that's out in the ballpark of what I normally do for flour. There's a bit more butter there than usual, though. We're going to use up some cream, some half and half rather. Actually, I need to wait for this to heat up a bit more. Back to boiling. That was roughly a cup of half and half. I'm a strong advocate for moderation in everything. But everything in moderation. I think you should find some other things to drink just for the sake of finding other things to drink. The water is a rather healthy choice for drinking. testing kits will tell you that you're not drinking complete junk, but they're, for the most part, not hugely accurate either. Sounds like something they're putting in there as a sales gimmick. Thank you for that follow, Go Blazes. I've done water tests before, and I've been worried about my water. A lot of well water in this county, and worried if that's tainted with anything. Add a bit of water to this just to loosen it up a little bit. I'm a bit of a worrywart myself about certain things. Give me a deadline and I'll worry about it until the minute it's completed. A little more water in there. Just added about a half cup of water to our about a cup of half and half. And we're going to take about half of this cheese and add that into our sauce. We're going to add some seasoning to the sauce here before we do that though, but I think we're good on heat for the moment. Bit of salt, black pepper, MSG, even though there's probably plenty of MSG in there from the cheese and the dairy. Well, not from the dairy. You get the MSG and the umami flavors in cheese from drying it and aging it. So there might be a little bit in this. It's definitely in the Parmesan. Oh, what else was it? I was going to throw a couple other spices in there. Let's do a little garlic powder and onion powder. and cayenne. No mustard this time. Now we add cheese. We have cheese sauce. Okay. Next steps here. Put our pickles that we're, or cucumbers that we're not using into the fridge. Grab our new crock. Oh, new to me crock. Neighbor's dog sure sounds happy today. Let's add in our cheese sauce to our veggies here. Layer of cheese. Using up most of this remaining jack cheese that I have here. I'm going to save a little bit of it here. Thank you for following Monacobus. Sorry, I'm sure I'm butchering that name. But welcome in, glad to have you. Hopefully you're having a lovely Friday. Oh hey, I should probably turn the oven on for this gratin, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Do I have a little can of... I do. Oh, panko. Oh well. Bottle. Let's finish topping our gratin here. Last little bit of jack cheese over the top. Victory. I'm not getting any of these sounds in my earbud. You guys getting any of the battle sounds tonight? I don't think it gives me options on where to send it. Yeah, it doesn't. Rednut with the kills. Noel with the assists. Tahiti lady running away with the gold, though. Paladin. Let's see what pops up. Looking like a nice cork here with this Klein bottle. We're getting into nicer territory with this, though. This is a $16, $18 bottle of wine. Looks like we got a solid regular cork in here. Oh no, it's a particle cork. But it's all real cork looking like. I can't tell if they're putting a solid piece of cork. Yeah, they are. They're putting a solid piece of cork from about there on either end of it. And the rest of that's sort of a particle. I don't know why that's so important to me, but I sort of think of it as a simple way of gauging basic value in the wines. How much thought they're putting into all the packaging, not just the label. Okay, that's our cheesy. Okay, so we got our gratin, our corn, onion, and pepper gratin. We'll set that off to the side, ready to go in the oven when the oven is up to temp. You know what? Let's just throw it in there. Why do we need to wait? And I'm going to take the bet that well, it may boil over though. I'm going to bet that does not boil over. What does everyone else in chat think? Maybe we'll do a prediction here. We'll give that a solid 10 minutes for people to give their welcome, Kirkin Girl. This is just the starts to a mixed salad that I've had, that I just moved onto the cutting board here to be able to type and use the computer and start that prediction that I just started up top there. We have my corn gratin here on the stove here, which we got corn, we got carrot, we got celery, we have padron shiso padron peppers, onion. But we have major things. We've got a cheese sauce going throughout it. And we got 4 heads of fresh corn that I shucked off of the ears for this in here. And just about to put that in the oven. But I'm asking everyone, did I need the sheet pan here? Is this going to stay inside here or no? this is the start of another salad here that we're going to get going here next. So you have tomatoes, you have cucumber, little onion. Oh hey, I forgot I had this guy. I got a little jalapeno here. How you been, cooking girl? Been a minute. Hopefully all is well in your world. I'm just going to use up the last of this for this. I don't know if I really want to call this a salad. It's more like a condiment when it comes to this. It's more intended for on top of our flatbread and New York strip. Sammy's taking the New York strip and taking it Greek style here. Enjoy your lurk. Lots of pepper, lots of salt, and I'm going to add a bunch of cumin into this too. Garlic powder and cumin in this. Oh, let's add a little dill in there too, since I have that freeze-dried dill. I'm completely, for anyone that's just stopping in tonight, there's no set recipe tonight, there's no set plan tonight, I'm just cooking. We got lots of farmer's market goodies that I picked up today in my CSA box. And sort of the major theme here is use up some of these veggies so they all fit in the fridge. Okay, so that's going to be for our sandwiches. We have some quick pickled cucumber here for with our sandwiches. We have some sauteed onion and pepper for with our sandwiches. I think it's about time to get going with our actual sandwiches. Debating here if I want to do flatbread first or beef first. Sort of thinking flatbread first. Nice! Yeah, I didn't get much growing this year. I did get a whole bunch of lovely cucumbers today. These are actually, I think, some of the ones that have been kicking around a minute, but some yellow or white and green cucumbers. Used up all the pretty ones today. Got some beautiful carrots. Got some beautiful tomatoes today. Always great with the red leaf butter-like lettuce. I don't know if they do little gems. They do a red leaf a red oak leaf. I think that's their red oak leaf. I forget what other varieties they also do growing. But we got our flatbread here too. I'm gonna leave the lid off of this. I have this lovely little lid, but I figure I'm hardly ever gonna use the lid other than to set it in the fridge overnight. So we're gonna leave that off to the side. And our oven is up to temp, so we're gonna throw that in the oven. Okay, flatbread rolling time. And wine pouring time. Open the wine. I didn't get myself a glass out. I didn't test. Didn't wipe out a glass for today. Get rid of those watermarks. Nice cooking, girl. Yeah, I have a raised bed here. Oh, I used to have 2 raised beds here that I was doing growing stuff in. My other neighbors have sort of forced me out of growing out of both of them. Not that they're doing much themselves. Sort of thinking maybe want to move by next October somewhere. Just not still be here. I still love Sonoma, and I don't mind staying here as far as Sonoma. But I've done a little over a decade at this house. I think it's... So I'm hoping to find... I've been looking for a long time, and I haven't really been looking the last couple of years. But I need to start looking again. A lot of house sales going on right now, but I sort of think of a lot of the house sales going on right now as being seller's market, not buyer's market. Interesting. No one joining me on Stream Raiders this battle? I'm doing this all alone? This is definitely black pepper wine. It's got some deep, dark, strong fruit to it, but it's also got a that peppery break to it. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, this bread was this dough was rather wet. So I think we're going to switch to kneading this off to the side of the board with a fair amount of flour around. Come on. There we go. A little bit that we can still pull out of here. But that's most of our dough there. I didn't put much of a knead on it before the initial proof. But we're doing flatbread, so how much of a knead do you need on it before? How much of a knead do you need? Should also probably set a timer for that corn gratin. So I'm just going to continue kneading flour into this until it gets a little bit more hand tolerable. And then we'll break it down and start rolling them out. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. For a, like I said, $16, $18 wine, I think that's pretty good. But I think it's ballpark. I think it's what you exactly expect from a wine in that price range. Going a bit heavy on the flour tonight, just getting these rolled up, but the dough is so wet. I mean, yeah, it's going to be sticking to everything here unless I get some more flour worked into this, I think. There we go. We got one done. Only 3 more to go. Heating up a pan here for flatbreads now. Now we got 2 of them rolled out. See if we can do the last 2 without washing my hands in between them. You've talked about Holy Diver before on this stream. In chat. At least I think you have. Well, actually, you don't talk at all. You chat quite a bit, though. Making yourself some cold brew? Or referring to something else? I'm happy with that. We got a nice warm pan here. Let's start cooking some flatbreads. Good stuff. I just like coffee in all forms. There's this one, there's a Blue Bottle. They have actual coffee stores in the city, but they have a cold brew in the supermarkets here that, you know, is not an everyday thing, but once in a while, oh yeah, that's a good thing. Bottle. Thank you, Huber. Appreciate the compliment. That didn't work out too well, folks. Gonna have to try that one again. Now we get to go with Berserker, though. Couple more moments here. I'm just gonna put these on a plate tonight. Oh, hey, that'll work. At 3 in the morning. You drink coffee at 3 in the morning, you're not going to go to sleep. It's like me, I drink, that's the last coffee I'm drinking tonight. I started at 4:30. It'll probably be, I probably wrapped it up around 6:30. Coffee's done for the day for me. No more caffeine. Why am I still on this window instead of that? But you also stay up until 6 in the morning. I start like having trouble keeping my eyes open after 9:30. I'm old. I was a vampire at one point in my life too. There was a point in my life when I just playing video games, you know, still in high school or just out of high school. Yeah, I didn't really care much for bedtimes at that point in my life. Spent most of my time playing EverQuest. That or Tribes. Yeah, it feels that way. It's not, though. I mean, people change games. They don't all go to the same game together. It doesn't last. It's just like school friends, everything else in life. It'll have a heyday, and enjoy it while you have these great friends. But approach it knowing that it's temporary. It's not going to last forever. There's going to be a point when Rockstar doesn't want to keep pumping money into GTA. Now, I'm not saying that's anytime necessarily soon, but that day is coming. Well, that's awesome. I don't know. Isn't that a wonderful... I mean, maybe it's not for your folks, but for me, that's a wonderful feeling after a year and a half, 2 years of pre-planned dinners. I don't know what I'm going to eat on Sunday. I'm certain I'm going to come up with something, Maz. I am going to be streaming on Sunday. I just don't know what I'm going to be streaming. And I might leave it this way for a couple of weeks here. I mean, I've been threatening to do a stream planning stream, but I mean, we're at peak summer produce. I just sort of want to make stuff based off of what's available, what's cool. Be careful with that with steam. What am I going to do for a salad dressing tonight? I just realized I used up all my sour cream from this dealio. I don't really have any sour cream to make my... You know, if I'm going to do a not ranch, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for salad dressing tonight. Sort of miss my small cutting board. I had a smaller... I ditched one of my bamboo boards over here, my smaller one, because it was getting a crack growing in it. And it's not good as far as having a safe sanitary board. But I sort of miss having that board. I'm just going to keep going with this pan since it's nice and hot and smoking here. Go ahead and add our beef in there. I'm just going to get a good salt coat on our New York and go straight in. Can I make sour cream somehow? Not anytime quickly. Sour cream is thickened much like yogurt, where they essentially just pour cream into a bucket with a culture and let it hang out. So it's something that takes time. I could curdle some cheese and come up with like a something close to it as far as thickness and texture, but it's not going to have that tang, and it's going to be a lot more acidic if I do it. What Let's go ahead and throw our salad together though, because we need our greens for our sandwich. Those are going into the salad because they had rusting or marks on them. Save ourselves 4 nice leaves from that one. The rest of this goes into salad. CD albums? What are you saving CD albums for? Trying to waste shelf space? Yeah, I'm not loving... I wish I had gotten this quarter steer in primals. Because, I mean, I'm not loving that we still have the skin on here that normally I would peel off of New York. That's not going to be great texture for eating. They seem to have royally butchered the fillets. Yeah, just not... I might just switch to buying primals. Buy myself a whole New York and buy myself a whole fillet instead. I mean, I like all the other cuts. I mean, I want to have the ossobuco and the short ribs and all that other good jazz too, though. I was huge into metal when I was in high school. Maybe even, definitely junior high and early high school. I don't know if I finished out high school huge into metal. Let's see, moment of truth here, folks. Let's see if the prediction comes true or not. Who said it wouldn't overflow? I think that needs a little more time in the oven. I think that needs a little more color. It's looking pretty though. Let's throw that back down in the oven and let that go for a little bit longer. Maybe even crank up the heat there a little bit. Go up to 375. Give that 10 minutes. That was not what I wanted. I wanted that butter to stay up on top here. Just wanted to coat the whole thing a little bit better. So there's our New York. See, we got any new votes into the Discord tonight? How's our Discord looking this evening? We're still tied. We tied this up early to begin the stream tonight. Oh, we got some new users in here. Yes, say hello to Threads. We have Threads in our stream. I got early access. Wham bam. Welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you. Feel free to make your own ingredient suggestions for future challenges in here. Please take a quick read of the guidelines, things like no coconut. Be a little more creative than hot sauce or fermented fish. The idea here is giving me hard things to cook with, not necessarily things that are going to offend my taste buds. Okay? And I gotta be able to buy it. But otherwise, everything's fair game. And give me some challenges. And you can feel free to introduce yourself, post your own food pics. I post my food pics in here. Feel free to add your own, such as New Vision has recently. We have our food memes channel for some chuckles if you're looking for some old school food jokes. And I made this, recipes, pet pics, all your normal lovely community chat items. I'll be talking early morning about Formula 1. Looking like it's going to be raining here tomorrow and Sunday. Could be an interesting race this weekend. Especially after last weekend was such a kerfuffle about, did Lewis run Max off of the road? Why don't you all tell me your opinion? Discord name is... You can change your Twitch name, I think once every 3 months or something like that. It's in the settings there somewhere. If you look, it's in the very basic overall Twitch settings. Okay, what do we got left here still to throw together? I need to figure out something for dressing over here. Let our steak set a little bit longer here. while we're doing that, let's squeeze ourselves a lemon or a orange. I'm thinking orange honey vinaigrette for dressing tonight as a simple alternative. See if we get any juice out of this thing after hanging out peeled for cocktails. That was quite juicy. Now, Penguin, are you sure about your answer there? I mean, are you really sure about that? I don't know. I think we have some people in chat that might disagree with you. I think that calls that thing a Grey Poupon. I think I've done bison on stream before. Very similar. I mean, it's not steak, it's not beef, but it is very similar. Off the top of my head, I want to say it's a bit leaner typically, and a bit gamier. Although it's probably more comparing it to your typical corn-fed beef than grass-fed beef. It's probably just about the same as grass-fed beef. I think that does that honey jar in too. Pinch of salt. There we go. Hello, Lexi. We're going really simple with dinner tonight. No plans. I'm just using stuff up. So we've got what I just pulled out there. A corn, onion, carrot, celery, and pepper gratin that I'm having trouble one-handing. Let's get this close up with some jack cheese and a bechamel. Topped with some green onion and parsley, some panko, and a little more cheese. I do a bit of everything, Penguin. My Wednesday's challenges here on Discord, this one here, the whole idea is I'm going to use either Cheez-Its or vanilla extract in both sweet and savory for dinner on Wednesday. Typically I do three, it's not a hard rule, but typically I do 3-4 different recipes. I try to find some sort of drink that'll work with things, but I make no promises about that. The main promise is I'm going to do something savory, I'm going to do something sweet, and it's going to be the overall theme of the evening. But tonight we're just using up goodies that I found from the farmer's market. If you could you put panko on everything? Why? I mean, it's a nice texture and it's an interesting, but I mean, it's breadcrumbs. It's not like it's... Why won't you dissolve, honey? Dissolve, honey. The mustard and orange juice seem to be getting along fine. That honey just doesn't want to break down. I don't want to heat it. Lexi. I certainly like things fried in panko breadcrumbs, but that's sort of the extent of my love of them. I think I'd take croutons over panko. Let's see if I have any hidden back here. Oh no, I got rid of all my secret powders. Maybe I'll just throw a little cornstarch in there. Try and mix it in. Just trying to thicken this up a little bit. And I don't have any xanthan gum, which would be what my primary target would be for doing this. The starch will do it, but it won't be as good as it would be if I was heating it. And it takes time too, so it's going to thicken over time. The honey seems to have mostly broken down now, though, and good news in that turn. That sense. How are you a nuisance, Uber? You're amazing. Just hang out. Let's do our battle. Do battle. See if we can win this one. Oh, no problem this time. We wiped the floor with them this time. Dada helping out with the kills and assists. Thank you, thank you. And getting the scrolls. Congrats. Are we going to do another 30 minutes here tonight? I think we're pretty much wrapping things up here. I think we're going to call it a night here as far as Stream Raiders. Thank you, Penguin. Appreciate that. I'll check it out after the stream. Alright. So we'll give that a pour over our salad mix here. Oh, I didn't end up putting any carrot into my salad tonight. Oh well. There we got some salad. Thought I had one of those out clean. I don't know where it went. Guess I gotta use something else. Let's do a small salad bowl tonight. There we go, our orange honey mustard salad with tomato and cucumber and red cabbage. Photo time. What did I do with my camera? Okay, salad done. Time for sandwiches. We got our beef. We gotta cut our beef up. Hopefully this is a nice medium rare here. Cutting like a nice medium rare. That's looking nice and medium. Actually, it's looking medium to me. I was thinking it was going to be medium rarish towards the bone. Good flavor. All right. So sandwich building time. Leaf lettuce. Some of our sour cream, onion, and cucumber. Seasoned with cumin and garlic and onion powder and other loveliness. Some of our quick pickled cucumber. Some of our sauteed onion and pepper. We'll put on after we add our steak in there. Thank you, Huber. And then we'll drizzle a little more liquid from our sour cream salad in there. And I think I'm going to actually use this plate over here. Thank you, Lexi. Lexi, sorry for bumping the camera there. You can't even see what the camera was looking at anyways. There's our corn gratin. Take a photo of this deliciousness too, just by itself. We'll do that. hit this with a little of the Parmesan block. And there we have dinner tonight. Take this back over the stove. Add this onto our plate here. Photo time again. Everything's better with cheese. That's dangerous words there, Huberman. I've made some funky cheesecakes before. But I think this looks freaking delicious. Let's give this a shot before I throw you guys out while I enjoy the rest of it. A little messy. A lot of delicious. Wowza. Yes, I used KFC extra crispy chicken once as the base to my cheesecake, not the actual cheesecake itself. That and the biscuit. That actually turned out pretty damn good, too. I'd like to do another swing at that someday. I think I could do a better job of it than before. Not that I did a horrible job before. It turned out okay, like I said. But we're going to go ahead and give a raid here to the one and only Rhino Line. My most frequently rated individual on Friday evenings. He's doing up some pottery. He was doing trimming on Thursday, so yesterday. Hopefully he's doing something new today. I don't know what he's up to yet. But I hope you enjoy hanging out with him. I've enjoyed hanging out with all of you tonight. Don't have plans yet for Sunday. We do have the Discord challenge in there for Wednesday, so feel free to make a vote for that. And I do plan on making a planning stream here at some point. It might pop up here randomly. Though, like I said tonight, I am sort of enjoying this whole not a huge pre-planned dinner event. So we'll see. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Hope to see you all back here on Sunday. Until then, enjoy. Have a lovely time. And thank you.